adjusted from down here on the field. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly, I know you're out in the elements. Keep an eye on that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nevada Wolfpack offense heads out, and they'll have the ball first. Duke Watson, he has become a key piece of this offense.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future, it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watch him.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
What a great way to start this game, and one of the reasons this defense has been one of the most dominant units all season long, they can get pressure on the quarterback with guys like that. They've got better athletes than you've got up front, and you saw it early in this game today.
Caught behind the line. It's Watson. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Nevada will be forced to punt. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Makes a move. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. And now it'll be the Bison offense with his first possession of the game. And they've got the veteran, this senior quarterback, to guide the ship. This offense is going to be productive. He will have to play well in this one. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Dropping back, it's Drake. Going for a big play right off the bat. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Gets the back moving. Snaps on 4th down. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. A terrific play to keep him from getting to the chains and forcing the turnover on downs. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Out wide left, it's Andrews. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. A handoff for Watson. Swamped immediately.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Wants to throw. It's Vance. Looking to the big tight end. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Takes the handoff. It's Hall. Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to the right. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. He's brought down, and he looks for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. To throw, it's Vance. They're all over him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack, throw the ball away. Now, listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So, you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. Looking long. A full dive to haul that one in.
And that is backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Quick completion to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? They'll try to get it through the air. Throws toward the end zone. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Here comes the field goal unit. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one. A 47-yarder from the right hash. No good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
Well, they knew coming into this game, touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very...
Caught, and he's got room. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's first down from the 48. Running inside, it's Scott. He's past the marker. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. They'll give it to him again. There he goes. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking for a crease, it's Scott. They put the brakes on him.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Back's got it on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He'll get rid of it. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. And the try is no good. After the miss, no change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
The run inside. It's Clemens. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Let's talk for a second about Nevada. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help a program at this level.
It's going to help their offense right away. I think one of the biggest reasons why he chose this program was because he felt he could.
Turning on the Jets. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Long way to go on 2nd down. On play action. Look out. Right side, it's Clemens. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Fires to the right. That one's not even close.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Hits inside, it's Scott. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They're going to ride this running back. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. On the run, it's Scott. He's got enough. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it right at midfield. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Out wide right, it's Harris. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, it's Scott. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? For yardage. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a 1st down in the red zone.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical.
Snags it, and he's open. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. Left side is Mosley. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, North Dakota State. Ready to try the point after.
Defense has got to do a better job of corralling this wide receiver. They've got to know where he lines up each and every play. And then once he has the ball, they have to play with a sense of urgency and get hats to the football. He's just way too dangerous in the open field.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
3rd and inches, and we'll have to wait for it as a timeout is called. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, "Sit down, sir."
The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Trying to make one miss. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Drake. Right side, it's Hall.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. Fresh set of downs going up top. Finds his big tight end. Makes the grab, but down immediately. He picks up a few. Before they snap the ball on second down, timeout is called. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Offense gets set for second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hall. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Changing the routes with his receivers. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Out wide left, it's Hall. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Finds him out of the backfield. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
Here's it toward the corner of the end zone. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Straight ahead, it's Clemens. Just burrowed right into the middle, and this clock keeps running here late in the second quarter. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We kick things off with Boston College taking on the Wake Forest Demon Deacons.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Dumps it to the back. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Dropping back. It's Drake. Makes the grab on the left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Needs it here on fourth down. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner is stopped. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. They'll need a bunch on second down. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got the tight end. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Scott. Knocked down immediately.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Making the adjustment on the play. Looking for a man. It's Drake. Rushes on. Turns it upfield. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Here they come on 4th and short from the 50. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Makes a man miss. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Could not make his way to the corner. 2nd and long here. Pulls it and fires to the left. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Out wide right, it's Harris. Snags it, and there's running room. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The ride. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying to get the corner. Now the pitch. Headed to the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
2nd and goal, and the defense was not fooled. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion across the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill, get the tackle for a loss, and force a 3rd down and goal situation.
Oh, the defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does, and that'll be a first down. So the offense inches it a little closer with the help of the half the distance to the goal penalty. The intoxicating aroma of the end zone is so close, right on the edge on 3rd and goal after the penalty. Go straight ahead. Touchdown, North Dakota State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now it's Nevada out there to go on the attack. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Makes the quick grab. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They'll send the back in motion. Moves the pocket. It's Vance. Fires complete on the crosser. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
And, man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like, being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big plays. That's a big one there.
They'll give it to Watson. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right side, it's Givens. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
They'll go with Watson. Nice move, create some space. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Nevada ripped off a huge chunk on the ground, and now they'll try to keep it going. He'll do it himself. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Pulls it. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
What do you do now if you're the offense, right? After that incomplete 4th down, but you've driven the entire field. At this point, do you just say, we got to go for a touchdown, or do you just pay the drive off by kicking a field goal?
Under pressure. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. A long way to go for this offense. Quick give. It's Hall. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They give it to him again. Gets it out to the 22-yard line, and that'll be enough for the 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
Good back-to-back plays for this defense. Like, this is the crucial moment in the game. Like, you know they're running the football. You know they want to eat clock. A lot of bodies near the line of scrimmage. This defense needs one more stop just like it.
Gets the back moving. Complete on third down. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw it straight. Left side, it's Mitchell. Turning it on! Oh, and what a move! What a juke! And he makes it past the marker. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Hauls it in. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
On the RPO, got him. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Ton of ground to cover here on third and long. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. Fourth down coming. Now the Wolfpack will use the first of their timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Rush right in his face. Pulls it in. And they stop him short. The pass, but no first down. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Nothing doing on that play, and the clock will stop for the 2-minute timeout.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Wants to throw again. Here comes the heat. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up fourth down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
The clock is relentlessly working against them. Down 4, they'll go for it on 4. Going long. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Nevada. That's their second. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? On the direct snap, it's Mitchell. Breaks into the open. At the 30, the 20. Touchdown, North Dakota State. Once he got some room, it was over. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. To the air, it's Vance. They're all over him. Here's a throw downfield late. He's got it down the field. It's a seam one. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
On the option. Now the pitch. Makes his man miss. The Wolfpack uses its final timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollock, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.